Well, welcome back to Arc Maine. It's time for this week's edition of Maine Adventures, where I head out into some of the great sights in Maine. And this week I headed over to Phippsburg in Midcoast Maine to hike the Morse Mountain to Seawall Beach Trail. It's a great, easy hike that offers a wide range in views and is easily doable for the whole family. Hey everybody, welcome back to another edition of Maine Adventures. On this hot July day, we are over in the Midcoast. We're going to get a little bit of everything that Maine has to offer on this hike. We're going to get a mountain view, going to see some beautiful marshes, and we'll end up at a gorgeous beach. So let's get going. This trail is known as the Morse Mountain to Seawall Beach Trail, and it's located on land managed by Bates College. It's a 2-mile hike out to the beach with a stop at the top of Morse Mountain. This hike is a great one if you want to go to the beach, get a little bit of exercise, and avoid the crowds that we often get over at Popham Beach. This is just past the turnoff for Popham Beach coming down Route 209 from Bath, and it is never going to be as crowded as Popham because you've got to put in a little bit of work to get out to the beach. Now, I will note the parking lot is a bit small, so it will fill up probably on the weekends very quickly, and also no bikes are allowed. So if you're coming out here, you're going to be walking. Wooden signs along the way will point you towards the beach. Just under half a mile in, and we are treated to our first view. It was a very easy walk down here, mostly downhill, and we get to look at the beautiful marshes of Maine. You can watch the tide come in or go out, and you got the beautiful pine trees, and of course the nice greenery of the marsh as well. After leaving the marsh, we head back into the woods past some huge granite formation. While overall this is really not a strenuous trail, you can definitely take the whole family out here. There are a couple sections of some steeper uphills. The first being after the marsh as you approach the top of the mountain, and the next is when you're coming back from the beach, going back up the mountain. At about 0.9 miles in or so, you're going to come to a fork in the road, and you want to make sure you go to the right side of that fork so you can check out the mountain view. It's a very short walk away from this little fork, and you can come right back down and head down to the beach, but the view is absolutely worth it. Just a hair under a mile in, and here we are at the summit of Morse Mountain. I've got to say, this is one of my favorite views in all of Maine. You get the marsh, the beautiful beach, the ocean views, and on the other side, if you look off into the distance, you can see the islands of Casco Bay. It's absolutely incredible, and it doesn't take a lot of work to get up here. You can even faintly make out the buildings in downtown Portland, 22 miles to the southwest. All right, after checking out the view, it's time to head down to the beach to cool down. This is known as Seawall Beach, and it's really secluded. You'll probably be one of just a few people on it if you go, and it's right across from Popham Beach, so you can look across the channel and see Popham, and the views from the beach are incredible. So let's head down to the beach. And after a short downhill mile, we end up at the beach. And at just about exactly 2 miles in, we are walking out onto Seawall Beach. So that means that round trip, this hike is about 4 miles. So really not bad at all. Again, there's only a couple strenuous sections, and now you get to relax and enjoy the beautiful beach here in Midcoast Maine. Once you're on this stunning beach, head to the left to take a nice walk on the sand. You can walk for over half a mile with stunning views of the offshore rocky islands and lighthouses. I also spotted quite a few jellyfish in the water. There were quite a few people enjoying the clear, beautiful water on this very hot day. All right, we are on the 2-mile walk back to the car. Again, there's only really one strenuous portion, and it's right when you're leaving the beach and walking up towards the top of the mountain again. It does get a little steep, and there's a pretty decent area where you're going uphill, but other than that, it is a fairly nice, easy walk, and you get some amazing views. As we continue the journey back, one thing I'll note is you might want to bring some sort of bug spray. There's a lot of bugs down on the beach, including some very, very annoying horseflies, so keep that in mind. They would just not leave me alone. I'm not sure if there's much that you can do for them anyway, but you know, maybe some bug spray wouldn't be a bad idea. If you look real close on your walk back, you'll notice some blueberries growing along the side of the trail. You can stop and get a little snack on your way back to the car. This hike is a great way to get out and enjoy all Maine has to offer. In Phippsburg, I'm meteorologist Christian Bridges.
What a Maine treat.
Right?
That was lovely.
You guys, that was so much fun. And Stephanie was asking, did you eat the blueberries? Oh, I absolutely ate the blueberries. There wasn't
Just
that
to
many.
confirm, they were blueberries.
Yes, yes. There wasn't that many ripe just yet, but the few that were absolutely delicious. And they all, the classic low bush, teeny tiny Maine blueberries, they always have so much sweetness. It's
That was
amazing.
a manageable hike, right? So it's
So
2
manageable.
miles to and from.
Yep.
So 4 miles in total, right?
That's right,
Yeah?
yes.
Okay.
Just, you know, a couple things to keep in mind. There's no bathrooms on the trail other than in the parking lot at the beginning. So
Okay.
something to keep in mind. You know, maybe if you're going like to spend a little while at the beach, bring like a little cart or something so you can put all your stuff in and carry it down there a little bit easier. But yeah, you walk the 2 miles out there. It's downhill most of the way other than the one uphill section going to the top of the mountain. And then you can relax on the beach for a bit and then head back to the car after, you know, getting the first leg of the journey out, you know, out of your system.
How long were you there in total?
I would say I was there a little under 3 hours.
Okay.
It took me a little over an hour to get out there, you know, and I was stopping. Obviously, I was taking videos
Yeah.
and stuff too. And then it was a much quicker walk back because I was just filming less and walking a little quicker because I was just ready to get back to the car, you know.
Great spot. I hiked that and went to the beach there a couple of years ago. And again, you're right. Everyone goes to Popham Beach. And this is really kind of a diamond in the rough.
Yes.
That a lot of people don't. Well, now people are going to know about it.
That's right.
But again, it's one of those places where you go to the beach. It's like, oh my gosh, I can't believe nobody's here.
Yep.
You know.
The
Yep,
beach
and
was stunning to look
it
at.
is
And
truly
the views on the top of the mountain.
one of the absolutely most pretty beaches I've been to in Maine, or maybe even just in general in the U.S.
Yeah.
It is truly stunning out there. And yeah, if you can manage it during a weekday, you're not gonna have an issue with parking. I went in the middle of a Wednesday on a very hot day, you know, peak tourism season, and there was still plenty of parking
But
available.
maybe during the weekend, heads up on
Yes,
that.
and
Okay.
if you go to our website after this is done airing and we're done talking about it, we'll have the article which has our main adventure posted. And in there, I've got a link where you can see a live parking updater. So it will let you know if the parking lot is full or not.
Oh, that is wonderful.
So it's really nice that they have that tool on their website so you
Yeah.
can see, you know, is it worth going today or maybe I'll have to wait another day.
And Morse Mountain, definitely doable.
Absolutely
Definitely
doable. You can
yeah.
bring the whole family, grandma, grandpa, little kids. You know, you might have to go a little slow going up the uphill, but otherwise it's a really pretty
I
easy
love
hike.
it,
And
Christian.
paved or gravel most of the way,
Yeah.
which is nice.
I'm just loving this segment.
Oh,
Thanks
thank you,
for sharing.
Stephanie. I really appreciate that.
Thanks for the adventure. Well, after